Ah, there you are. Good to see you again. Okay, more about the French bow and thumbs. I'm a bit obsessed about this at the moment because I'm relearning after 30, 35 years. And this stuff is so simple, but it's also really important. So, one analogy I find that's really useful is that whole thing of the French bow and developing your finger strength and control is similar to using a fountain pen. Now, if you've ever used a fountain pen, and I strongly recommend you try doing it because it's a really interesting tactile process. You can't force the flow. You can't push too hard. If you push too hard, it breaks up. You've got to write at a particular speed, a particular pressure. And what we're doing with the French bow is we're doing a very similar thing. We're training our fingers and our thumbs and our hands to create sound, and we need to be aware of the speed, the pressure, and the weight that we put into the instrument. So there's some basic structural stuff. But the other thing, I had a really good tip that I thought and that I might share and that might be good for beginners is because the fingers get tired after a little while, especially when you're beginning, you don't quite have that physical strength there. One of the things I found is really interesting is change bows. Especially if you're at a school and you're learning bass at school. When I was at school, there was a couple of basses there and there was a number of bows. Grab as many, as long as nobody else is using them, grab as many bows as you can. And when you feel your physicality around your right hand messing up, change bows. See this bow here, it promotes a slightly smaller, tighter grip. And this lovely bow here is a little longer, a little lighter. And it's what I find is switching from one bow to another means that I'm developing the musculature in subtly different ways, but I'm also being able to practice a little bit longer over the big picture of things. And ultimately, I think I'm developing better dexterity because of that. So just a few more thoughts on the French bow. And as always, have fun, be safe, make great music, and hopefully amongst all this crazy world, we can find some happiness. Okay, talk to you next time.